Okay, you guys, we are back with another banging video. In this video, I want to talk about something that someone said, and it is pertaining to Aileen Lopera and Stefon Diggs' paternity. Because I don't know. I don't know if this is a trick or if this actually happened, but if it is something that happened, I want you guys to think for yourselves, and I hope this video will get you thinking for yourselves, okay? Now, so someone said, Ogechi Ono. I don't know if I have that name pronounced correctly, and I'm almost positive that I butchered that person's name. They said, "Hey Star, I heard from somewhere that this second filing is an extension of the first, that this one is for child support, not a all other pregnancy. If there was a second pregnancy, the algorithm would be pushing out all them blogs," right? No, there's a second pregnancy. I did several videos showing the receipts from the report. And when I saw the report, I said the media outlet had pulled this from a lawsuit, right? And then I did another video saying Stefon Diggs has closed out one of two paternity lawsuits with Aileen Lopera. I gave the date when the first paternity lawsuit was filed, and I also gave the date of when the second paternity lawsuit was filed. A paternity lawsuit is filed for this reason. Let me explain. So the paternity lawsuit is filed to help establish identity, meaning who's the mother or father of this child. In this case, it was filed by the mother, so it's the mother asking the court, "Hey, court, can you help me to identify and establish the paternity of my child? Stefon Diggs is the father. Can you help me to confirm this? And if proven that this child is for Stefon Diggs, I want full custody. I want compensation for the money spent during my pregnancy, and I want him to pay full child support." That is what Aileen Lopera had in her first lawsuit, not verbatim, just paraphrasing, right? She was very detailed in her first lawsuit. So in the first lawsuit, she already asked for child support because that is what a paternity suit is often about. It can be filed to say, "I don't want this man to give me anything. I just want to establish that he's the father." But in Eileen's case, she was very clear that she wants to be compensated for the money that she spent during her pregnancy, and she wants him to pay this, that. Stefon Diggs responded and said if the child is in fact his child, he wants joint custody. But Aileen is saying she wants full custody. Stefon Diggs is saying he wants joint custody because when joint custody is established, it's like 50-50, right? So the second lawsuit could not be an extension of the first lawsuit because in the first lawsuit, Aileen had already outlined everything that she wanted. And I told you guys that it was a second lawsuit. And I said, Aileen said in the second lawsuit, Stefon Diggs was smashing her and the chef at the same time, getting her pregnant a second time. It's in the papers. It's in the report. So when you're telling me that if it was true, the blogs would be running with it, I have no control over what the blogs runs with and what the blogs don't run with. Every day there are thousands of reports on Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. I kid you not, absolutely not, right? I'm checking on some details to give you that information again, and I'm going to pull the article again and show you that it's out there. It's literally out there. So I don't like when people try to insult my intelligence. I don't like it. I don't like when people try to insult my intelligence. I don't like it. I don't, right? We will not always have things correct, and that's okay, but we need to understand some checking. December. So the information is there. The information is there. If the internet is not finding it, and if the internet is not talking about it, I don't know why the internet is not talking about it, but I look it up and it's there. It says filed December 31st, 2025 in Los Angeles County. Claim Lopera alleged that Stefon Diggs fathered her second pregnancy following the April 2025 birth of their first child, Charlie Harper Diggs Lopera. Legal demands. Similar to the first case, custody, child support, pregnancy, birth, expenses, and attorney fees. Context. The filing came less than a year after the first lawsuit was dropped January 2026, which had already confirmed Diggs is the father of the first child. And anyone who was on here, they would see I shared the article. The information is there. It's on the internet. It's not hidden. It's not locked tied away. And it's there. You can go to allaboutlawyers.com and you can see it. It's on Yahoo as well. It's on quite a few places. So it says the second lawsuit shows Lopera is pursuing legal recognition and support for her second pregnancy with Diggs, just as she did the first time. Please don't insult my intelligence. Do not insult my intelligence. I may come on here and I may act gimmicky, and this is the thing with people oftentimes. You see someone moving a particular way and you judge them, but you have no idea what they carry inside. You have no idea what they carry up here. Don't insult my intelligence. Do not insult my intelligence. Because I did several videos saying Aileen Lira is pregnant. When I did the first one showing you guys Aileen Lira curdling her belly, you guys said it's an old photo. I pulled the article and I showed you where it says Aileen Lira filed a second paternity lawsuit against Stefon Diggs, claiming Stefon Diggs was smashing her and the chef at the same time. When the report came out about Stefon Diggs allegedly strangling the chef, it was on the 30th. Aileen Lira filed the second lawsuit on the 31st. The second lawsuit was not an extension of the first because Stefon Diggs closed out the first case by giving Aileen what she was asking for and agreed to child support. So that case did not need to exist anymore because Stefon Diggs had agreed, yes, I'm going to give her back her money for the pregnancy expense. I'm going to pay her attorney fee. Because Charlie was established to be Stefon Diggs' child. Okay? And then after that one was closed out, Aileen moved forward and filed the second lawsuit. So July to November 2025, DNA tests And as I was saying, guys, and this is why people will forever think or believe that I'm attacking Cardi B when I'm not. Because people keep insulting my intelligence and I have to be coming back to clarify things, right? So between July to November 2025, DNA test confirmed Diggs as the father. Lopera dropped the first lawsuit on January 20th, 2026. December 31st, 2025, Lopera files second paternity lawsuit for her new pregnancy. Her new pregnancy. I have no reason to come out here and say things about people that aren't true. If I'm going to make up something about someone, it's going to be good, it's going to be pleasant, it's going to be positive, and all of that jazz if I'm going to make up something about someone, because nothing bad should be left on me. But when I come across a report, I'm going to tell you this is what is being reported. And I did say this is what is being reported. And when I said it the very first time, I said, you know what? This seems to be coming from a court document. It seems as though the media pulled it from a court document, because if they never spoke to Aileen, you know, who is saying this? And this is Eileen's word that they're quoting. So it had to come from a court document. And when you go to allaboutlawyers.com, you'll see it there. You'll see it there. So I don't know what's the need for the cover up. The baby's coming. The baby's coming. She's pregnant and the baby is going to come. The baby will be born. The world is going to see her. She's sharing pictures with her fans about her pregnancy. What's the reason for the cover up? There's no need for the cover up. Why would I lie? I don't know these people personally. I don't know these people personally. So I don't have any reason to be making up these stories. It is true. It is true according to these reports. Aileen Lira is pregnant a second time for Stefon Diggs. So the second lawsuit is not an extension of the first. I don't know if Cardi B paid you to come on the channel and comment that, but that makes no sense. It makes no sense. Because in the first lawsuit, you can find the article anywhere, and I spoke about the first lawsuit. Aileen was very clear that she wanted back the money for her pregnancy, her legal fees. She wants child support, everything. Everything was established in the lawsuit when she filed it initially. And I did several videos on it, and I said she filed the lawsuit ahead of giving birth, months before she gave birth. And I said Stefon Diggs shouldn't even have contested, because when you see a woman file a lawsuit against a man so early out in her pregnancy, it means that she's damn sure. And he should have used that as a marker to say he was not going to contest it, do the right thing, do the decent thing, and not take the mother of his child through that stress. I said that. I said that. I said that. I said that. So I know that celebrities have their paid people that they use to do things, but you have to let common sense prevail. I saw the first report. I went through the first report with my followers and everyone else, and they saw it. She made thorough, clear demands in the first lawsuit. She demanded child support. So it's not an extension of the first. When you hear that someone files a second lawsuit, filing a second lawsuit is not an extension of the first. When a lawsuit is amended, if it's amended, it means that things have been added or things have been removed. Get it? But there's no reason for me to make up stuff, honey. Absolutely none.